Welcome to episode
3 billion. I don't know.
I lost count.
Welcome, everybody, to Toddy Rapper. That one time I reincarnated as a podcaster. I am your host, the Ed Boy. And joining me are the Broskies, Forrest, and the Bop.
I'm like, okay, he said my name, so I'll just nod.
And
It would have been funnier if you just flipped them.
Like he always does.
Yeah.
Hi, Forrest.
Bob.
I'm Bob.
and the Forrest. The name should be flipped when you do
I
the...
should put the names just on top of each other so they can figure out who's who.
Just all like in a row, like right
You
here.
mixed them.
Mix them up. They shuffle.
Yeah.
And today, we are going to talk about Netflix originals. Right?
Yeah.
Yes, correct?
We love Netflix originals.
Sure.
Sure. I guess we can also talk about stuff we have seen. Because I know there's a lot of the Korean stuff that isn't. And might as well just tell about it that we have seen.
You know what I
Sure.
love more than Netflix originals?
What?
Crunchyroll originals.
Ooh.
Ooh, spicy.
That's
But
another
that's a different episode.
Next episode. Cut it. Print.
Is
We're
there
good.
enough of them yet?
There's like a handful, I
It's like
think.
3.
Like-
I can think of 3 off the top of my head.
I think of 2.
I can think of 0. I didn't know they had their own originals.
Oh, yeah.
I thought they were just like...
X-Arms is one.
Oh yeah. Okay, think of 3. X-Arms,
Okay.
The Spider Show,
Yeah.
and Tonikawa. Or
Okay,
whatever.
those are the 3 I was thinking of.
Yeah. I think there's more, but I don't
Yeah,
pay attention
those
to
are
them.
the
Well, I
3 I
think
was
isn't like
thinking of.
Dr. Stone one of them?
No.
No.
Because I know the stuff they heavily promote is a high chance that is theirs. But anyway,
Yeah.
we'll skip past that.
There's a
garbage.
different episode.
Yeah.
Sure.
There's different stuff.
Where's
Different
the
stuff.
Funimation originals though?
There's Funimation originals.
I hope not. I have no clue.
There's Funimation dubs,
Yeah,
Well,
that's
yeah,
all they do
that's
is
their
dubs,
main
basically.
thing. They localize
and
it.
they're garbage. You heard me.
Damn, that's a
Oof.
spicy comment.
That is a spicy comment. So, Netflix originals. How many have we seen?
I've seen a shit ton.
I know you've seen a
She's
shit
seen a
ton.
shit ton.
I know.
How many have you seen?
No idea. You talk about it, and then I jump in if I've seen it.
Because we'll start off with the anime, and then we can go off to the. I'll just go on the originals.
I think I've seen more of the other ones.
I've seen.
than just anime.
Okay, I think this year, because I think Netflix helped me jump back into anime.
Oh.
Just because I can. It feels like I can binge the show and not
Uh-huh.
worry too much about it. Be like, oh, these shows are. I'll say most Netflix anime is subpar, except for 2020's year. I think 2020, as you can tell with the Crunchyroll awards, 75 to 80% of them were Netflix.
It's probably because they were the only ones releasing new shit.
That's true.
Yeah,
also
I
thought
mean,
they
like
were
a lot of
really
stuff got
good.
pushed to this year, so.
Yeah, which is true. But I do think this year has been better anime in general from there than
Yeah, it makes sense.
Almost anywhere.
I mean, that's why I started watching anime last year, because they like pushed it off a month or whatever.
Yeah.
Like, then I just lost. I'm like, oh, I'm just gonna wait, and then that wait took a whole
Took a whole
year.
year. I can see that.
But then again, all of last year was kind of just like a weird blur
Yeah,
when
we
it
kind
comes
of
to all
forgot
that
about
stuff.
it.
It all blended in together. It was like,
Mm-hmm.
it's snowing again? What the hell?
When did it
It's
become winter
fun.
again?
Yeah.
Dude, 2020 is great. I can't believe we're still in it.
Are you right?
Yeah, it's New Game Plus, dude.
Oh shit, it says 2021 on my computer. What?
Nah, dude, we're just at 2020 New Game Plus, dude.
New
Oh.
Game Plus.
Pretty much.
Spicy.
But today is the anniversary, though. It is our big anniversary of when Eddie canceled our
Whoa,
Japan
whoa, whoa,
trip.
whoa, whoa, whoa.
I do want to talk about that before
Have
we
we
go.
told them
No.
about our
Uh,
canceled Japan trip?
No. See, the Rona did that.
Bullshit.
You started it.
No.
You started the Rona from France.
Why is it propaganda?
So we'll start the story. You know, we were going to Japan. I think we were going to fly out today. Today's the 27th.
Yeah, we're
by the way.
Yep.
flying the 27th.
Yeah,
Yeah, we're gonna be there for like 2 weeks.
And all I remember is, we see the COVID stuff happening, and we're like, oh shit. I'm like, it's not going to be that bad. And then shit
It's
went
not gonna
down.
get to Japan, and then it got to Japan. We're like,
Remember the boat that stopped in Japan?
Yeah, I was like, I was skeptical,
Yeah.
but then I'm like, yeah, we can still go. It's fine.
And then I remember, so I'm in the middle of work. I work with him, and he's like, stuff's real bad. I think we should cancel it.
He canceled because that morning or whatever, the CDC was like, it's level 4 now. nobody can leave. Or
No,
should
it was like
something
it's still 3 because I didn't get the full refund on the airplane.
Oh,
Yeah, it was
okay.
like right before.
Yeah, it was like a week before. Like when we would have flown, like day of would have been a day was no one leaving.
Yeah.
Damn
And
it.
everyone would have to come back. So basically, probably what we would have done was fly there,
And
fly
come
back.
back.
It'd be
Yeah.
like 20 or 40 hours of flight.
But we would have been in
We
Japan.
landed in Japan.
landed.
Like, we're here. Okay.
Yeah.
But
And
then he tells me, he's like, we're going to cancel. I'm like, what? And he's like, I canceled it already. The hotels. And I'm like, let me call Bob. This is the middle of work. I'm like, Bob, I got some bad news. He's like,
I know.
what?
I'm like, why is he calling me at 8 in the morning?
He's like, he never calls me. He doesn't like me.
It only calls me when it's important.
And I'm like,
it was important.
well, we canceled Japan. He's like, what? He's like, yeah, Eddie just canceled it right out of nowhere. I'm like, we could have made it.
Lies of propaganda. There's no way we were going to make it. It was like that morning, freaking Europe closed.
That's Europe. That's Asia. They're two different.
It's the same thing.
It's like saying America and South America are the same thing.
Well, no, but it's like globally, as far as the pandemic was concerned, it was all going to shut down at the same time. And I was already receiving messages from the places we were going to stay. Like, you're going to cancel, right? Like, you shouldn't come. Like, Corona's bad.
But that's the little bitches.
But anyway, so that's our 1-year anniversary of, we call it Eddie Cancels Japan.
Yeah, totally.
We should have got, dude, we should have got like those little poppers.
Ah, damn it. You're right.
sound
You're
like-
right.
You get the ones that are deflated. So it's like,
Yeah, we'll see in December if we go. Then there'll be our other anniversary of Eddie canceling
I think we're going
the
to push it
Christmas
all the
one.
way to soccer season again.
next
of
year,
2022.
Probably.
Yeah.
Spicy.
So, but at the end of the year, I say we do something else. But but that's
Impossible.
That's our own whatevers.
You can always do something in the States.
Jinxing it.
Anyway,
Going to Idaho.
fuck
Again.
you. I ain't going there ever
For the
again.
20th time.
How dare you?
Let's go.
How dare you insult our Idaho listeners?
If I have to go to if I have to go to state over from Idaho, which I don't know, I'm gonna take a plane. And I'm gonna make sure
Idaho?
No, I'm gonna make sure it goes past Idaho, the other south, and then that way I'll take 3 flights. To
Well,
go
we're
around.
already south, right? So you just have
Even
to.
south. There.
Dude, it'd be funny if like there's some difficulties at the plane. Like, oh, we gotta land in Boise, guys.
I'm gonna fucking open the hatch and just jump out there.
I'm out. But you'd be in Idaho.
No, just before it turns, like, oh, we have a difficulty. We have to go to Idaho. You can fucking
If
see
he goes
the-
at an angle, he'll land in a different
Yeah.
state. Yeah.
That's true.
That's how
Maybe.
it works.
And
That's the
I do have a
Physics.
question. So this is a physics question. So
Ah, shit.
you jump out of an airplane at 30,000 feet, right?
Sure.
Sure.
And there's a mountain right next to you.
Okay.
And you know we'll say the mountain's a 30-degree incline.
Okay.
or it's decline, whatever.
Uh huh.
So you're falling, but you're falling on the same angle. But you get your feet down and you start running as you hit the floor.
But wait.
Would you
Wait.
survive?
Wait.
You're flying on a
Is
30
there
degree
snow on this mountain? Or is it dry?
grass, just grass.
It's just
It's
grass.
just grass.
It's grass.
It's not rocky. It's
No,
not.
it's like smooth. Like it's like a it's
a
completely
smooth, unnatural slope.
I think if you land heels first and do a somersault,
And then you-
I think you'll survive.
Because you're going with the mountain, right?
Yeah,
And
yeah.
you just like touch down and try to start
I'm
going.
pretty sure your feet would break
You think
just
so?
from impact.
Nah, dude, you'll survive. And you just roll. You just land and
No,
roll.
Just roll.
I
Yeah,
don't
roll.
think that's how that works.
So let's see.
That's
I
how the
think-
parkourers do it.
Because you're not max velocity by then. You're pretty damn close, but you're not.
How close is this mountain?
But you're 30,000
You're
feet
right
above
there.
it.
It's like
No,
You
you're
hit-
30,000
you-
feet above the
you-
mountain.
oh,
You hit max velocity like in 5 seconds.
No, you don't.
You hit it pretty. You hit
Motherfucker
it pretty
has a-
fast.
It's pretty. I thought it was long distance.
No, you hit it pretty fast
I don't think so.
because your max velocity goes up
What is that called?
exponentially.
Yeah, but it stops at a certain point. What's it called again? Forgot.
what the
Terminal velocity.
Terminal velocity.
But you hit terminal velocity pretty quickly.
Velocity.
if we have any
How
physicists in the
long
comments, please calculate this for
to
us.
reach. Oh, never mind. It's pretty quick.
Yeah, I was gonna say you hit terminal velocity pretty fucking fast.
Oh, weird. Okay.
Okay,
Like I said, like it starts off slow, but that acceleration rate is exponential.
Yeah, no, I know it's expensive.
different scenario. You say you're flying into the mountain, and like you know how they
we're gonna crash. Is what
you're about
saying?
to crash, but you're like they turn this way, and you're
Yeah.
like, oh, they can
Like,
go.
you just fucking come out the side.
So then
I don't-
you jump.
I don't think big commercial airliners are meant to
Okay.
go this way. It's like
It's a
like,
private plane.
Well, it's like that guy who stole an airplane, a commercial
Yeah.
airliner, and he tried to do like barrel rolls and stuff, and it
Yeah.
just freaking hit the ground and exploded.
So he died.
because it's like because it's not meant to do that.
Okay, so it takes 12 seconds to terminal.
Okay.
Okay.
How high do you have to be, do you think, to survive this scenario of the angle? You're going the same angle, and you're running. Do you think, like, 1 second of fall time? Like, you mean, you're jumping out of the plane.
2 seconds. 2 seconds.
I mean, you have to be like 100 feet from the ground, and that's wishful thinking.
but you have to roll.
I don't even think you can, because the problem, because you're coming at this angle, right? And this is without a parachute. This is without any drag.
You fucking
Yeah.
like,
So
you're Narutoing out of this plane.
Okay, and the other thing is like
Down the
how
hill.
like are you trying to slow down your fall by opening up? Are you trying to swan dive down?
I don't think you can. I think
Are you?
Dude, you're falling. You're legit falling in the air in the running position with your toe ready to touch the ground.
I think even if you did survive that, your muscles will give up halfway through the mountain because you can't possibly run the whole way.
Well, obviously you're going to slow down too
You'd
because
slow
you'll
down.
have friction and you have all
but
gravity.
I do have I have the inkling of the feeling. Even if you're coming at the same distance, the moment all that force hits your foot,
Yeah.
your ankle's gone.
You better do them ankle exercises, dude.
That's all I do is I do those the
Because
push-ups.
I think that'll be the worst. That'll be the worst part of it too. Because it's not going to be even ground, right?
No,
Obviously not.
Remember, we're doing an even 30-degree
do-
flat, perfect.
It doesn't matter.
slope.
All
Have you-
grass.
Perfect slope.
You have people that fucking twist their ankle on a flat piece of ground. The moment you hit that slope, your ankle's gonna be like, nope, I'm out.
I don't know. I think it's
Wear
possible.
high tops.
Yeah.
It'll protect your ankle. Better support.
Because my picture, you're trying to run, and it takes a second for you to probably touch the ground in general. So you're running in the air like.
I mean, I think you
like
would.
Wall-E the
You
Coyote.
would if there was drag, but
Yeah.
there'd be no drag because you're just coming at the ground.
Yeah.
What if you're
But
Sonic
you're-
the Hedgehog? Would you also die?
I mean, Sonic the Hedgehog has like there's all different things. Oh, it almost like brings up the stupid conundrum, right? Like if you were the Flash or like if you were Sonic the Hedgehog,
Yeah.
and you were to catch someone that was falling,
You would fucking kill
Yeah,
him.
would that person not
You
die?
probably kill yourself too.
Because it's like this was forever ago. I can't remember. I remember we were told something. It's like there would be kids like in high school that would high five each other from their cars. Like
You
they'd
would
be
fucking break their
yeah,
arm,
that's
dude.
why they would come past each other with a car, like when they see a friend, and they'd be like high five, and they fucking break their hand. So, it's the same basic principle.
But you got to think about it. So if you have two cars coming at 100 miles an hour and you slap each other's hands, you're not going 200 miles an hour.
Wait, what?
You're only going 100. They've tested this on.
No, that's true.
Because-
but you're still hitting velocity 100
Oh,
miles
yeah,
an
no,
hour.
you're still hitting at 100. You don't grow velocity.
Yeah, it doesn't
Because
expand.
it's the same thing as if you're hitting a brick wall.
Yeah.
Yes.
So it'd be a 100 mile per hour car hitting a brick wall. It's
Yeah.
the same as hitting 200 mile per hour cars colliding into each other.
What if you fall into a waterfall? Would you be walking on water?
Ooh,
What?
that's a good question. Okay. No. We're gonna change the whole scenario.
Oh no.
So you know how like you have arches and stuff, and you have a waterfall. So you're going down the slope, and just before you touch ground, you go through the waterfall. It slows you down. Do you instantly die hitting the waterfall?
Okay, so
Does it slow you
here
down?
comes the
Do
same
you
question, right?
survive?
Here comes the same question, right? You're jumping out of a plane,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
The
yeah.
plane is moving at what speed?
Whatever. the
Because
fucking-
you don't slow down.
Yeah.
You are going the speed that the plane was going forward and in a downward direction,
Yeah,
right?
it's probably gliding though.
So
because that's,
water has a certain level of
Yeah,
surface
yeah.
tension.
But it's moving water, which changes
That's
everything.
true.
Because
That
moving
is
water
true.
a big difference. And if you hit water, you're dead.
Yeah.
It's hitting
You're
cement.
hitting a brick
But
wall.
if They say it sounds dumb. They say if you do jump off a high area, you want to break the water first. So if you drop something and jump, like drop and jump right away, the water will break, which makes the water have less of an impact.
That's why you're supposed to swan dive.
Yeah,
like normally. Because you break. Because you're supposed to hit the water and push out.
Yeah,
you're not supposed to belly flop.
Okay,
it's possible. So if you want to do that, but since it is moving water, it would slow you down. But we'll say the water's going backwards, so you're back at it. Like this is the peak of the mountain. You go through the waterfall like a sonic ring, and then you hit the water.
The amount of skill to fucking thread that gap.
It's like holding the wall. Like you have to hit the right position as you go through.
Damn. That's
so you dead. So you just dead. That's what you're telling.
Let's get off this dumbass topic.
All right. Okay.
What have you seen on Netflix?
How do you see it on Netflix?
Okay, so I guess we'll start with newest to oldest from me.
Okay.
So I'm not finished with. I have been watching High Rise Invasion.
How's that?
I actually think it's decent. Like, so it's about
I like the premise.
It's an isekai where you get transported into a world where there's masked people and unmasked people. And the masked people try to terrorize you to commit suicide. But that goes away almost instantly, like the terrorizing to suicide.
Yeah.
So what it changes up to be is, so if you don't commit suicide, the masked people will kill you. So in the first episode, the people just suicide like right away, and like you're like, oh, okay. But the normal people can fight back, and they can get the weapons. And there's also masks that have eyes, and I think it's a frowny face.
Yeah.
Or no, it's a square face, like no emotions. Which they deliver bags, so it's like food, water, and a weapon normally, and they'll deliver that to you every day. But so they're trying to escape the place, but at the same time, you can find a certain mask that has no mouth, and you is considered closer to God. So what you're trying to do in the show so far, I'm not fully sure, is you're trying to become God
by killing people, by just waiting it out.
There's like no idea, like they haven't fully talked about it. So when you put on the mask, any mask, so you can put on the enemy's mask, and it reprograms your brain to become the bad guy, like instantly. So if you even just look into it, like at a distance, you'll become a bad guy. But if you put on the mask with no mouth, you lose some of your brain. You get a special power, and you can control some of the masks, like with smiley faces or frowns. You can control them. So what they're trying to do is become God or figure out what God is. But there's a lot of just fucking people killing each other in some brutal ways.
Sounds like an awesome show.
So I think it's a good show. It's worth a watch so far. I'm only on episode 8 of 12.
Okay.
That's the one I wanted to watch, but I just haven't gotten to it.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
So it's a good fast read. And so they get transported to another world. So it is an isekai. And they're only on skyscrapers. And what it seems like, they can only go like 2 stories down. You can't get to the ground level.
Gotcha.
So they're just, and all the buildings are connected by those shitty ass bridges. The ones that like move.
Oh, fuck that.
Yeah, so they're always like trying to escape.
Like the suspension bridges.
Yeah. So that's a big key of it. And then I'm watching season 2 of Teasing Master Takagi-san.
I read that was on Netflix.
That's a Netflix original?
The season 2 is.
I swear to God, that was on Crunchyroll.
It was.
The first season was.
Season 2 is only on Netflix.
No.
And I love it. It's just
that's a good
romance. I said,
wholesome.
Don't really know what to say.
I saw the first season.
It's a must watch.
She got a 5 head though.
She got a 5 head. 5 head shine, dude.
This is one of those shows I've seen a lot of the manga for too.
And
when she gets fucking older, as
I've seen
she
that.
Still has the 5 head,
Yeah,
and the kid has the 5 head. You're like,
I've seen that.
That's cool. But that's probably it for like what I'm watching exactly now. But I don't know. Let's see. I've seen High Score Girl.
Oh yeah, I watched that as well.
I haven't caught up.
Oh yeah, there's second season, right?
The second season has like OVAs.
Is the anime? I mean, the animation okay?
It's not great.
It looks pretty shitty.
It's not
but
good.
the show is pretty good for. It's a little bit older than us, like our time period wise, because they're during the boom of fighting games. in
Okay.
arcades.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Well,
the-
is that
Like Street Fighter
early
2.
2000?
No, like Street Fighter
like
2,
80s,
dude.
Oh.
like 70s, like
Oh.
in arcades.
Ooh.
But it's pretty cool because he's the main character. I guess is the boy, and he's really good at fighting games. But he ends up fighting this purple haired chick, and she doesn't really have much emotion. She's pretty stoic throughout the whole thing.
She's got the Ray vibes.
Yeah, but she obviously just destroys him, and then there becomes some weird love triangle between the purple hair chick and the blonde hair chick, and they have they all become like better at fighting games, but there's like a weird love triangle.
It reminds me of that anime that they have like a gaming club. Have you ever seen that one?
Which one? I can
There's
think
a
of
lot of
a few
ones.
in my head.
There's a few.
I can think of a few.
Oh my.
The only ones I
God.
can think of are like the gamer and
I think it's
gamer is only with girls. I think, right?
No,
No.
gamers had the weird like love craziness.
That's
Yeah.
probably
And
what
the
you're talking
misunderstandings,
about.
that's the one, yeah.
And like the main girl is like super good at video games or whatever, and the main dude is like shitty at video games.
Yeah, something like that.
It's something like that but he's pretty good, but he just gets his ass
Yeah.
rocked by her constantly. And he just tries to get better, and they kind of fall in love through the video game. But the blonde chick is like childhood friend,
So she never wins.
she's like I think like the end of season 1, she actually just takes like during the summer, like I think they go on vacation and no one sees each other. When they come back, she's fucking beast at like fighting games, and she just comes out of nowhere. Have any of you seen Beef for the Beginning?
No,
Seven Deadly Sins?
I've watched that one. Well, I watched the first season.
I would not.
I haven't seen it.
I would
I watched
never.
the first season of it.
You think it's
Miss me with that shit.
But dude, you seen those memes? Like the one where he's laying down?
So
Yes,
what's
I
funny?
love it.
It's so what I think the worst part of it is like second season, because second season's animation just is bad. Like that's where you get all the meme stills. All the meme stills come from second season. First season, it's a shonen. It's a traditional fantasy shonen. It's fine.
'Cause I heard first season's decent
It's
for what it
decent.
is.
Yeah, it's
And then season 2, they decided to have all the shitty,
yep.
not main studios do it. They do like ship it out to Korea, China,
Oh, so I thought it was
Taiwan.
Because you get some stills, man. That you're just like.
Nut Studio.
Nut Studio. I think
But-
Nut Studio did it.
But the first season, I mean, it was entertaining. Like, I mean, it falls under the same kind of category and branch as like Danmachi and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It has that same vibe.
I kind of guessed it from
Yeah,
the trailers I saw.
It's that same vibe. It's whatever.
I don't like the art, so I just don't watch it.
Yeah, I can see that.
I didn't
Okay.
mind it. It
So-
was different.
We'll go with Caroline and Tuesday. I know you've seen that.
I've watched that.
What do you think
Is
of
it good?
Okay, so I mean,
not
there's
good.
there's a little bit of mixed feelings, right? Because of what it like. It's okay.
You've read the book.
No. Because it's an anime original.
You still read the book.
He's still.
Yeah. So if I'm gonna go off of this director's full scale of works, because this is by Shunichiro
I
Watanabe,
don't care about the director.
but it makes a difference sometimes.
It's his
Sure.
bias.
I know it's
No. That's what I'm saying. Because out of his scope of work,
Yeah.
it is probably the weakest.
Okay.
'Cause
But
it- 'cause
is-
it-
if the director was a no name, is it a good show?
It's okay.
Okay, that's all I care about. I don't give a
It-
shit.
but
Who
Because,
the director did.
because he did it makes it shittier.
It feels kind of that way.
Yeah, he's got that.
Don't
shitty
watch
vibe.
it, it's
Don't watch
shitty.
it.
Because I mean, this is the same guy who did Cowboy Bebop and Samurai Champloo,
Don't
and
watch
Space
it.
Dandy, and
See, I
Kitsune
can't
Soul.
tell that, and if you didn't tell me that, I wouldn't care.
I mean, it does like it is like this musical thing, and there's a lot of like references and stuff to pop culture as it is now,
Yeah.
and it does have a very colorful cast of characters, which I do enjoy. There is like a very weak kind of like continuous plot that threads everything together, but like some of those other shows, it is very episodic.
Oh, see,
And-
I was almost hoping it was like Nana, because from what I was looking, you got
Yeah.
the two girls, they're two totally
Like-
different personalities.
There's like there's certain levels of like traditional drama and stuff that comes in there, but it is a sci-fi
Yeah,
as well. It takes place like in the future on Mars.
Interesting.
it seems like just the way. Well, it's him. I don't really.
Yeah,
Sounds
Him
like
as a director, he's just
Sounds
like, I want to
an
go do
80
something.
type of show.
Yeah,
like I said, it's interesting. The animation's nice, and like the music's good for what it is. It's a
Yeah.
little different. It's like a weird like it has this weird kind of battle between it
almost
fights
looks
the
like
idea.
country.
Well, they play like folk pop.
Yeah, okay, I can see that.
Folk pop in the future.
Yeah, because that's the thing. The whole thing is like in that future, AI writes a lot of like the pop music, and it's mostly like EDM, electronica.
Yeah.
And they come up in like writing their own music in this folk pop style, and they go through like different singing competition stuff, almost like what we have like American Idol and stuff like that. It's kind of like that feel.
I can see that.
And they go through stuff like that, and it's like how them trying to become famous doing that. And then, like I said, you meet like a whole bunch of weird, crazy, colorful people that you're used to from, you know, the way that director does stuff. I just feel like it doesn't make, like, the main characters, I don't feel like are interesting enough on themselves to carry the show. Like, the side characters carry the show more than the main characters.
So our characters are just ass.
Don't watch it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Japan Sinks?
Don't watch it.
Have you seen it?
No. I just heard it was shitty.
I heard it was okay.
The weakest work from that director.
Yeah, whatever.
Seki K?
Never even heard of the show.
That's a good show.
Is it?
It's very
It's a comedy.
It's very popular.
It's deadpan comedy.
Is this the first season?
No,
or
I
is
think
this
that's
like
the newer one. So I haven't seen this. I've seen like the original,
Okay.
the original run of it.
Yeah.
So unsure.
Yeah, so I don't know what this one is, but it's pretty funny. It's like deadpan kind of.
So like
it is
like
pretty funny.
British humor, like that, like Deadpan.
Well, like-
I think it was more like Gintama. Kind
Yeah, it's it's very Gintama.
I know some of
esque,
that. I haven't watched all of it, but Ghost in the Shell. Anyone
The new
seen
one I
this
haven't.
one? No.
I know.
It looks shitty.
It does
Yeah.
look bad. I'll probably end up
That's
watching
CG.
it. The hell is that? Cyrus?
It's called Sirius the Jaeger.
Yeah.
I haven't seen it either.
Baki.
Baki looks good. But I
Baki
haven't
looks
seen
good,
it.
but I
You
haven't
know the
watched it.
weightlifting show?
Yeah.
The really fit ab girl?
Uh-huh.
The one that you saw in there?
Yeah.
That's her brother. They're part of the same universe.
Oh, that's
What?
funny.
What?
Pokemon Journeys, guys?
Nah, I'm good.
Fate Apocrypha.
I don't like it.
But you've seen it.
I've seen it.
Of course, it says Fate. Don't watch anything that says Fate.
I've seen it. It's funny because there's another Fate show that'll be a Netflix original,
What's
and
Fate
that
Ap-
one I do enjoy.
What's Fate
But-
Apocrypha about?
Oh, this gets really weird.
Oh, no.
We're skipping it.
Let's just say
Just do the shortest rundown. I want like 30 minutes.
No.
It goes.
I was going to go very different. So basically, like, if you were to go back in the Fate timeline, it deviates on a different timeline, and there's a Holy Grail war there
Okay.
on that timeline.
Yeah, but that's all Fate things. Is just different time. It's one time period with 6,000 times.
Well, I mean, like, this one deviates kind of far, and it's like takes place in Europe. It's different. I mean, and instead of
sounds
like,
exactly the same
and instead of the
somewhere.
7 servants, there's like 14
No,
14.
that seems weird.
because there's like 2 teams.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I
Yeah.
don't like that.
That's weird though.
Yeah, there's
That's
like
it. So far it seems-
because there's 2 like so there's 15 servants in total because it's 7 on each side.
Yeah.
And then there's supposed to be like a referee servant that's summoned, which is Joan of Arc.
Of course.
Sure.
Because it like I said, it gets really weird. It's
Okay.
like some family stole the Holy Grail like way back when,
Yeah.
and they fucking did some weird shit to it, and then the real Grail's like, nah, fuck you for doing this weird shit. So it summons a whole nother set of servants.
So that's why there's 2 teams.
Yeah,
Okay.
Fuck this show.
Yeah,
yeah.
sounds
It's
stupid.
not not great. And then like the characters aren't like the main character is I just don't like Apocrypha.
Don't watch it.
Watch it. Dragon's Dogma.
I thought you've seen it.
You know what's funny? I have never watched this show,
Yeah.
and all I know of it is because it gets used a lot in like D&D memes.
Oh,
Because it's a fantasy
I can
show.
see that.
And it's funny because they don't even change stuff. It's like the dialogue that's
God,
from
it looks
there.
so shitty.
Oh no, it looks
Oh,
garbage.
my-
Yeah,
X Arms, the
yeah,
D&D related.
yeah. Well,
Isn't it
it's just
from a
fantasy.
game?
I think so. I don't know.
Dragon
Oh, I think so. Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it's a fantasy.
It's like the Dota one that we
Yeah,
skipped
yeah.
over.
Yeah.
'cause,
Yeah, fuck
Who
Dota.
cares?
because Dota.
Ribbons and Kaoru.
No, it's
No,
Rikuma, right? Rikuma and Kaoru.
Rilakuma.
Rilakuma. Yeah.
It's like something bear and Kaoru. I actually saw this. We
So
saw
did I.
this during AX
Dude,
because we put it in the
it's-
background.
It's claymation.
It's claymation.
It's claymation?
It's pretty
It's
wholesome.
great.
Oh.
Like the story's not really there because it's a kids show.
Yeah.
But it's claymation and cute.
Okay.
It's wholesome.
It's one of those recommend you watch, probably in English in the background because
It kind of freaks me out, but I think I'd watch it.
yeah, it's wholesome.
It's wholesome.
And then so I do have I don't know if I want to say it's a complaint.
You want to talk about the Eldritch horror inside the bear?
The Eldritch horror inside the bear. So the bear
What?
is not
A bear?
It has.
It's
Oh, sorry.
it's a person, right? Or
I don't know. It
something?
never says.
It never shows the face, but all you see is like they give him food,
Uh-huh.
and then he takes off his like mask, and they pan like to his like butt.
Yeah,
Probably
he has like a zipper
yeah. Oh yeah, he unzips, and then he just like
and never shows what's
Yeah.
in it.
so you're like
That's fuck that. I don't want to watch that. It's
you're like what
creepy.
the fuck?
That's what I said. The Eldritch horror inside the bear.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
I was gonna watch Children
Okay.
of the Whales.
Okay.
Well, King and Ashura. I don't know what that is. It's another
It's
fighting
another
show.
fighting one. I don't know if you've
Very
seen
like
it. Okay.
very Fist of the North
We'll
Star.
go
kinda
Children
is.
of the Whales.
Like
then.
I was gonna watch it. I haven't yet. I heard it's.
Isn't that a
meh.
movie?
No, it's a TV
It's a
show.
TV
It's a TV show?
I think
I
there's
heard.
season
I heard
two,
it.
isn't there?
I heard the beginning of it is really good.
Yeah.
Like the first few episodes and the way the sets up, and then it kind of fizzles out
Shame.
as it progresses.
Let's see. Is that King?
Cannon Busters?
Oh, okay. We'll go to Cannon
Oh.
Busters. So we
I don't know
have
what the first one is. Before
we
that.
have seen Cannon Busters. I know we have.
Yep.
Have you?
I haven't seen. I do like the
The artist?
I love the artist.
The artist
He's
is
a
fucking
great
great.
guy.
Yeah.
The show is straight garbage.
No.
Yeah, it's like
I think that's why I didn't watch. Someone told me it was garbage.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
we
didn't
did
watch it.
probably.
it's like he wanted to recreate that like 90s anime feel, like that Cowboy Bebop kind of, you
I
know.
could see it.
Samurai
Yeah.
Champloo.
So
Yeah.
it's very episodic. Well, it's
Yeah.
weird because like it wants to have an
There's
overarching.
I feel like there is a
Yeah.
through line,
Yeah,
but
like-
it's very like
like it's supposed to, but then you have these like this episodic nature of the show
Yeah.
that doesn't serve the through line.
yeah.
So the through line feels forced.
I feel like the through line, so it's like 1, 2, 6, 12. It's
Yeah.
like where the through line
Which I
hits.
mean, in old shows that kind of made sense. Like you take Cowboy Bebop, that's what it is.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
it's this episodic weird.
And there is
but
like a very small through line
I-
that you don't see.
I feel like it doesn't quite have like it doesn't really know what it wants to be.
Yeah.
Like it tries to be that, but it also tries to be Boondocks. But it also tried because it's the same.
yeah,
He's
it's
the same
yeah,
animator.
yeah.
And but it also wants to be like other kind of anime from the time. Like he wanted to make like a love letter to that style with his own thing, but not. I don't feel like anything really sticks
Yeah.
the landing.
You watch all of it?
Yeah, we
Yeah,
went through
we
the whole.
We saw it as soon as it came out. Basically,
Yeah, we went through the
because
whole thing.
We knew the animation.
Yeah.
We'll go back. So it's
Because I remember when
sorry.
it was getting backed or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I was like big because I would watch we saw him at AX.
Yeah.
We saw
You
all
met
his
the dude?
interviews.
No, he was there.
Oh.
We went to the Netflix panel.
Yeah, there was a
right?
Netflix
Oh,
panel.
that's
It
right.
was like him. It was
That really other cool dude.
Adi Shankar.
Adi Shankar. I love that dude.
Adi Shankar.
He's got like charisma out the asshole. He's so good.
He
You
did
should watch a review with
Castlevania,
him. Yeah.
which we'll get to
gotcha.
at some point. But he also did did I ever show you his Dark Universe stuff? Like he did a Punisher video with Thomas Jane.
Yes. I did
And
see that.
Ron Perlman, and then he did like a Venom one, and like a Power Rangers one.
Yeah, you did show me
Yeah,
that.
so that was all Adi Shankar.
He's just got a good directing
Yeah.
eye, I think.
Okay.
Have any of
Yeah.
you seen Judge Dredd, the new one with Carl
Not the
Urban?
newest one.
No.
No.
Oh, because that's his
stuff,
as well.
yeah.
It's also a really good movie.
I'll have to sit through it.
Yeah.
So we
It
got
used to be on Netflix.
Cagester of the Insect Cage.
It looks
Which is-
CG. I
yeah.
don't like it.
Yeah, you
Seven
don't know what that
Seeds?
is.
No.
No, I haven't seen that either.
Magic.
It's Sinbad.
It's
Mad
in,
Guy.
yeah.
It's like
Mad
Adventures.
Guy Adventures. And
The original manga is it like a continuation?
Yeah,
Or
it's like a
side
Probably
continuation or side
continuation.
story.
Oh.
I clicked. Sorry,
You-
yes.
you clicked twice.
I know. I didn't mean to click at all.
I don't know any of these.
So
Yeah.
we got Hero equal math or Hero
Hero Mask.
Hero
Hero
/ Mask.
Forest
of Piano. Ico Incarnation.
I was gonna watch Forest of Piano. My name was in it, and then Drifting Dragons. None of us
don't
have
know.
seen
I don't
those, so
see
we'll
it.
pass them.
Seis Manos.
Seis
Is that an
Manos.
anime?
Yeah, I guess it is, dude. But I think it's CG as fuck too. Oh, I forgot.
It doesn't
It
look
doesn't look
CG.
CG. It looks like no, it's definitely not CG.
Oh, I think it's like a Baki-ish kind of style. Yeah.
It reminds me of
Interesting.
like Legend of Korra.
Damn, he's brutal.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway.
I forgot Ultraman was on here.
The
fuck is
the
this?
Idhun Chronicles.
Idhun,
I don't know idea what that is.
Levi.
No idea
Levis,
what that
and
is.
Then we got the new Ultraman.
Which I have to see.
You gonna watch it?
I'll watch it.
I think it's CG.
I know it's
Yeah.
CG, but like
Oof.
uh,
You watch and tell me.
I'll watch it.
Yeah.
I'll sit
I'll-
through
You
it.
tell us later.
I'll sit through CG.
I mean, I'm
too,
super
but I won't
excited
sit
for
through
Shin Ultraman, but you know,
that. Well, yeah.
I don't know what that one.
Magwell. or
Dude,
Magwell,
Ingress looks like a shitty
Sword
psychopath.
God. Ingress.
Sword guy, Ingress. I
Lost
don't know.
Song.
I don't know any of these.
yeah.
There's like so many new ones, like Transformers. Oh, hey, another Fate. I did watch that
So
one.
Fate. No.
Last time.
Oh,
Fate
extra.
Extra.
Last.
You played that game.
Yeah. So, because the whole Fate Extra series were games on the PSP originally, and then there's some console ones. The only way I would describe like a Fate Extra, I mean, it has a bias for a different reason in my case, other than it just being Fate. But it's done by Shaft in the titular Shaft style. But the way it's structured and the way it runs, it basically it's Monogatari with the Fate skin.
That is true.
So I mean, it's decent. I like it a lot more than Apocrypha, but it's also a lot weirder.
Is it worth
Like,
a watch? Like you don't think Apocrypha is worth
No,
the watch?
I don't believe.
Do you think
Apocrypha.
this one's worth the watch?
I do, and it's a lot shorter.
Okay. So that's nice.
So if you've never seen a Fate show, if there's a good...
If you only had Netflix, and it's the only show you could watch.
If you only had Netflix, I mean, technically Fate's Day Night is on here,
if you only had
and
Netflix,
so is Zero.
Man, if you only bought that one for some weird random reason, is it worth a watch?
I like it. Like it does. So the problem with any Fate extended stuff, it does fall under the idea like it believes you already know kind of what it is.
Okay, so you can't watch it first.
You can't watch. You'll be confused as fuck.
Yeah.
That's all I care.
And
about.
it's already a little confusing in and of itself.
Yeah.
Like I said, like it borrows that Monogatari weirdness when it does things.
Yeah.
So like I said, you get what's going on, but then you don't get what's going on.
Okay.
And it looks really pretty.
Okay. Anyway, so we'll jump around because for some reason not all of the Netflix stuff was in there. So yeah, Castlevania.
I love Castlevania.
Castlevania, God tier. I've loved all the seasons so far.
I think season 2 was my favorite, and then season
yeah,
3,
yeah.
then season 1.
Yeah.
I do like season 2 a lot because that's.
Well, season 1 had 4 episodes. I mean, you know.
But it was really strong 4
But
episodes.
But yeah, even if you go off the shortness, because even season 2 and 3 were 6, right?
Yeah.
Or 8.
Well,
so it's like 4.
One
6,
was
8.
like 6, one was 8.
Yeah, it's just going up by 2.
Yeah.
And I don't know, just all the characters are just like
so
fun.
good.
I didn't think they would be fun.
You know who
like
my
they
favorite
were.
character is?
Who?
You know who my favorite character is?
I don't remember.
I think this is season 3, and it's one of the sister vampires.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
Well, so I do like the
Yeah.
main
Best
chick.
girl.
The main chick's really good, and what's his Alucard?
Alucard's great.
Alucard's great.
I always loved Alucard.
And then I can't wait for season 4 when you get the old man that we saw a very small glimpse of. In
Oh,
season 3.
yeah.
Because I think he'll be another interesting character.
Yeah.
I think that's the last of the characters in the game, right?
Okay, so it gets a little weird. Like when we get into season 3, it gets really weird.
Yeah.
So
well, I know they switched shit up.
seasons
again.
1 and 2 are based on Castlevania 3.
Yeah.
Which is where you get Trevor and there's supposed to be another old man that's in there that they didn't put into the show because that was the 4th character you could turn into in Castlevania.
That's who
3.
I pictured that this old guy's supposed
He's
to
not.
be.
So there is a 3D game
okay.
that came on the 64, I think, or the PlayStation.
Sure.
And the main character, you know how you had the 2 Forge Masters?
Yeah.
Remember the bitch one?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the main character of that
what?
game.
Yeah.
And the villain is Isaac.
So that's who
And that old guy, I think, appears in it. He's like from the future or some shit, and he comes and he tells him weirdness. Like, it's a weird Castlevania game, and it's out there.
Yeah.
It was just different because you played a person that just didn't use a whip because he
Yeah.
wasn't a Belmont.
That makes sense.
And it's just a weirder game. So it starts going into that territory because that technically is the chronological sequel to Castlevania 3.
Yeah.
And so that's where it kind of went. So at this point, it's going into new
Just
territory.
all random shit now.
Yeah, it's just
like,
going into new stuff with that base.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I even think the main characters are going to be different, like completely, because the two.
What is it for?
Yeah, because the 2 main characters, I think, didn't they elope and disappear basically?
No, I don't know. Maybe. I mean, they killed
That's
they killed that one demon thing trying to bring back. Well, the
Yeah,
one
but at the end,
bring
they're
it
on
back.
the fucking thing going off
Yeah.
to sunset.
So they probably did.
Yeah.
I mean, like I said, like I don't know if they're just gonna push the timeline forward because if they do, then you get like obviously then you get like Richter Belmont.
But I do wonder
And
if
then
you're
you
not going to get a Belmont at all.
Ooh, then
Like, you'll
it
just
then it
have,
might just do what they did for that game. Yeah.
Or, not sorry, Simon. Alucard. Like, I think he might be the main character in the next one, with the old man popping in. I think that's where it's going to go.
That's fine.
Because he is also.
I'd rather it make the jump forward if it does do that.
Yeah.
Because all the main Alucard stuff obviously is later, because that's, going into Symphony of the Night.
Yeah. But I don't.
And Rondo of Blood.
It doesn't matter if it's not in the same
I know,
timeline.
but
I don't
it's just the
fucking
way,
get them
yeah.
shits. It's like, as long as it's a new story. I guess we can talk since I didn't scroll. We got Little Witch on here.
Oh, yeah, Little Witch Academia. Both Trigger shows were Netflix originals.
Which one was the other one?
B&A
B&A
was a Netflix
wasn't on
original.
here.
And
let's
so
talk one at a
was
time.
Little Witch Academia.
So we'll start with Little Witch because all three of us have seen Little Witch.
The show tells me.
Show's great.
It told me it was wholesome, and it wasn't wholesome.
It is wholesome.
Fuck you, it wasn't wholesome.
Until you hit episode... Well, it doesn't matter. It's wholesome.
Yeah. But then it still becomes wholesome at the end.
Yeah.
No, but because after you watch it and you know the story and then you
Yeah.
rewatch it, it's not wholesome anymore.
It's still wholesome.
No, it's still wholesome. It's just like there's this thing in your head. Well, what I love...
Especially
about,
the first episode.
I think what I love about going through the series again, because I did it a little bit when I got him to start watching it, is like when you see everything, you go back and you start like the attention to detail on the way up is so good.
I'm not surprised at all. It's a fucking Trigger show.
It's so good.
They've always been like that type of like attention to detail, understanding what they need to like push through.
It's funny because Little Witch is right there on the next thing down.
No, yeah, I know. Well, that's the only reason why I want to talk
Violet
about
Evergarden.
Violet Evergarden was
I haven't finished
top tier.
it.
Where are you at?
Just before the
tier.
big tilt.
Top tier.
So.
I'm so excited for the new movie.
Of course you are.
It's so good.
I think it's a good show. The animation's great.
I'm ready to cry again.
I'm ready to bawl.
It's a great show. There's no issue with it. It's very tilting.
It's just beautiful, man.
Yeah.
It's so pretty.
It's pretty. Thanks for the useful information.
Well, I don't know what else to tell you. I mean, like, obviously it's Kyoto Animation, and it's like it's at its top, at its prime. And I think what I love about it has like that movie quality animation for just a show, and it's just like, and it's the effects because it's not just like, oh, it's pretty. It's the way lighting's done.
The time lapses in animation.
There's time lapses. It makes it. They animate it in a way that makes it look like it's going through a lens.
I would say it's
like
probably,
it's being filmed.
Like if I had to vote for best animation ever, like I mean, even of the decade, Demon Slayer obviously is better.
You heard
Prove me wrong. The whole world voted for Demon Slayer. Prove me wrong.
That hurts me. Because like Demon Slayer is good, but it's not.
And he took that personally.
I didn't vote for it, so don't look at me.
Because I mean, I understand where because Ufu Table is great, but I don't even think Demon Slayer's Ufu Table's best work.
I can agree with that. Fucking degenerates and your shitty votes.
Because I mean, like Ufu Table's first work, I feel is better animated than Demon Slayer.
Is that the movies?
Yeah, Kara no Kyokai.
Oh, those are really good.
Yeah. I feel like their first work is better than the show Demon Slayer.
It's not best animation, so you can shut up. That's the internet said that. I'm sorry, Eddie.
You heard him.
It's tilting.
Anyway, we'll jump to another god tier animation. Ajin. Any of us seen that?
Oh, I seen that.
I remember I always saw the manga like going to like bookstores and stuff. It was always there, and I'm like, this looks cool. And then the show came up, and like this is when the first wave of that CG anime came out at the same time. Like,
it was
Berserk.
so hard to watch.
I didn't watch it.
I watched it because I read it at Barnes and Noble. I'm like, oh, this is sick as shit. And I watched it. I'm like,
I refuse. I'm like, fuck. I'm just gonna read this manga. It's gonna be untainted for me.
We'll jump.
I like how Cardcaptor Sakura is right next to that.
Yeah, it doesn't count. We'll jump to B&A because we totally forgot to talk about that.
Boku no Hero Academia?
I'll kick you in the nuts.
Just a B&A.
Brand new animal.
Trigger show.
Not BH.
It's the furry Trigger show.
Yeah.
B-Stars?
No.
That's still on the list. I don't know why these aren't showing up, which is very
They're not
tilting.
popular, I guess.
Sure. They're not in the top, like, 4 that have been voted for this year. Anyway, B&A, I thought it was a great show. It was a Trigger show.
It was a good Trigger show.
Going on your thing. I don't think it's the best Trigger show.
No.
But, I'm not voting for that, so I don't really care.
It's better than Kisniver.
Anything is better than Kiss Niver.
That's a fighting word.
Is it? Did you watch it?
No.
I don't think so.
It's
I don't think that's
terrible.
fighting at all.
No, I don't think so. I'm just being that asshole because, why not? Anything else?
I mean, you already
guess,
mentioned it, but there's B-Stars.
Yeah, I was going to go down because I saw the two. So we'll start with B-Stars. B-Stars
Oh,
animation.
I forgot another one that's on there.
Yeah.
But yeah, continue.
B-Stars animation, not super great. It's pretty good actually for being a CG. It's done, it's got that like CG, but has that hand-drawn
I think
feel.
it helps that they're anthropomorphic animals.
I do think that probably helps a shit ton being not a human face.
Yeah.
Because then you don't get that weird. Well, it's not even Uncanny Valley, right? Because
Yeah.
it's not you're not comparing it to a human face. You're comparing it to another anime face.
Mm-hmm.
but
It just doesn't hit the same.
No, it's not.
Of course.
Then again, it depends, right?
I will also say
I
for
guess.
B-Stars, the story's pretty good. It's very kind of tilting because it's a love relationship where there's the main girl that's being hit on by two guys. So the main girl's the bunny rabbit, being hit on by a wolf.
I'm still
And
very
a deer.
disturbed by that scene you showed me.
You're welcome.
And I don't think I would ever watch it again.
By a wolf and a deer, and they're both really good characters, but you have a weird power dynamic between everyone, and then at the end, towards the end of the season, you get a wolf that likes the other wolf, but he doesn't like her.
Oof.
So you have
Oof.
like it's like a love triangle coming into like a fucking polygon. Like
Just like going through. Oh, another show that just popped into my head right now. It's also Netflix. Agretzko.
oh yeah,
Mm.
yeah. So we'll go into
That
next one.
I've only seen the first season.
It's worth watching the next two because you just get
good.
that life between them. But man, that love, fucking red web. I guess it's like everyone loves and hates everyone.
Oh my god.
It's so
and you're
good.
just like, oh my god,
It's so good.
it feels so bad.
I just remembered that right now. I forgot that's another
I forgot.
Netflix
It's
original.
probably under my watch again.
The Great Pretender?
Oh, that's another one right there.
Great
Yeah.
Pretender. I think. Oh, I'm gonna go back to B-Stars real quick. The English dub, really good for the two main characters.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they're like deeper voice characters, and they
Yeah.
do it really good.
Okay.
Everybody else, it's just
Yeah,
English.
yeah.
Who gives a shit? So Great Pretender, another. I think it's probably one of Netflix's best shows, like ever. Just because I love all the characters. The only issue is the last episode where they tie in a lot of characters that didn't need to come in at all. But for the show, it's great. It's a detective, or not detective, sorry, it's a con artist type show,
Yeah, heist.
a heist show. And,
If you want to hear us talk about more in detail, watch our previous episode.
oh yeah, where we talk about that. So
Oh yeah, we went through it a bit,
yeah.
right?
So if you want to hear about that, 10 out of 10 show for me. Kakigurui, I've seen season 1. Have not seen season 2.
I only saw season 1.
Have you seen it at all?
I've seen
So-
clips of it.
so it's
It's a gambling.
It's the
It's a
gambling
gambling
one,
show
yeah.
with high risks where if you lose, you basically become a pet.
You become like a slave.
Yeah,
Ooh, a sex slave?
Sure.
You can be.
Oh.
Like, there's tons of implied
Yeah.
shit,
Uh-huh.
and you're like, damn, this is like real fucked up. And the main character, I guess she's the girl, right?
Yeah.
I think she's the main character.
Well, no, there's a dude.
I don't know if he's the main character. I can't remember who it fully follows.
So I mean, because it follows.
I think he's
it
like
follows the dude.
I think he's a narrator, basically,
Yeah.
in my mind,
You see,
to what she does.
the best way to describe it is he is the guy. I don't even remember the name of that character. Holy shit! It doesn't matter. So the
I
chick
never know.
the chick is basically like if you ever read The Great Gatsby, because it's she's basically Gatsby.
Okay.
And he's
I forgot.
he's basically like the other dude. Where technically the other dude is the main character,
Yeah.
but it's all about this other character. Yeah,
it's a
basically the
show
same
that
thing.
I'd say if you want to watch, it's more of a show. It's almost like watching the Food Wars, where you're kind of pushing that like etchy gambling, and all the gambling. Obviously, she's gonna like either win or
Yeah.
she does lose sometimes on purpose. If she's like strategic, but
40
it's an
chess.
etchy show.
Okay.
A show I forgot that to me is probably god tier Netflix. Devilman Crybaby.
Top tier.
It is to me
Top tier.
a god tier show. Have you seen
tier.
it?
I have seen it.
I love that show. This is probably one of the few shows where shit fucking goes down, and I don't get fucking like fully tilted and say fuck this show. The shit going down, I'm like, fuck yeah. I'm like, it's so good.
It's a great show.
I don't want to spoil it if anyone hasn't
It's
seen
too
it.
good.
But
It's too
like
good.
you must watch it.
It's so good.
In the animation.
It's pretty
God
short
tier.
too.
Oh, Dragon Pilot.
Oh,
Did you watch Dragon Pilot?
Yeah, I'm on my watch again. Dragon Pilot, great show. It's a wholesome show where it's about fighter pilots, you could say, but there's a very small group that fly
Isn't there like an
dragons.
earlier
They fly
version?
dragons.
Are you thinking of How to Train a Dragon? That's earlier by many millennia.
I feel like there's just a movie about it.
I've
I
never
don't
seen
think so.
it. But
This is sorry,
Okay.
just to throw, but this is also done by so
He doesn't care.
Neon Genesis Evangelion had 2 directors.
Oh
Obviously,
my God.
Hideaki Anno was one, and the other one was another one.
No one
and
gives a shit about the second one.
the second one did this show.
well, he's a good director, I guess, if he did the show. It's a wholesome show.
So was there titties in the show or not?
No.
No, I'm gonna watch it.
Yeah, okay, that's fine.
Oh,
Wholesome as fuck.
it's so wholesome. It's so good.
Dorohedoro, it's another show that I've only seen. Animation's a little rough. It is a little early in the manga, or was it manga or light novel?
Manga.
Whatever. It's really
Manga.
early, so you don't get very far into it. But there is likable characters. I've talked about this before, I think, on the Netflix one, or on the awards one. Good show. Probably worth a watch.
If you can handle the
If
animation.
you can handle the animation.
Blood of Zeus.
Blood of Zeus.
Well, that's
now,
really good.
That was good.
It's,
really good.
it's to me up there with Castlevania. It's like
It's the
the
same
thing.
animation team.
I do like Castlevania more.
I think
probably because
that's-
it's
yeah.
longer.
Yeah, I do like the story of Castlevania better. Blood of
Yep.
Zeus, like there's certain characters and certain things that happened. I was like, I'm not a big fan of like
Yeah.
these things.
It's kind of bullshit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like if I rate Castlevania, it's like a 9. If I rate Blood of Zeus, it's an 8. It's
Yeah, that's like right.
you're up there, but you're not like
Yeah.
god tier pushing.
Oh, I never watched that one.
So it's Backstreet Girls. So this show is god tier. Have you heard of it?
I have. I know what it's
I have
about.
never heard of this until
So-
right now.
So this show is about an idol group.
Oh, wait. They're guys versus girls.
Almost. So
They're statues.
that's a different show.
Damn it.
so they are guys. You got that right part. So they're part of the mafia. They fucked up. They got, and then the mafia boss realizes he can make an idol group and make tons of money.
Uh-huh.
So the guys that fucked up are like, you fucked up for like probably the last time or something.
Mm-hmm.
Sends them to probably like Taiwan or China or some place where they can do some illegal surgeries.
Uh-huh.
Change their sexes to teenage girls.
Ooh.
And they're all like cute and stuff, and they do all this pop star stuff, but they have the mentality of being
Of a
like
yakuza.
thugs. So they'll be there like they'll do like the cute show, and then they'll go backstage, and they're like slumming in the back, like leaning back, playing cards, like having the big bottles of alcohol. It is funny as shit.
That's-
I've always been meaning to watch it. I forgot that it's
this
there.
was a show,
Damn.
Oh my
I'm gonna
god.
watch it next week.
and I guess I
Fuck
didn't
that.
know this.
Fuck that.
The movie
Katamari of
was.
the Iron Fortress. It's a 3-part movie. It's
We've watched it together.
we did watch it
Yeah,
together.
you guys
Yeah,
did.
yeah.
I haven't seen it.
Yeah, it's good. It's
Before,
not.
before Eddie brought the Rona to America.
Yeah. He was in France when we watched it. That's what we did.
Oh, you guys watch Cabaneri?
Yeah, I'd say it's a good show, or it's not a great show. It's a good show.
It's okay.
There's
Show.
no,
I
like-
think it tried to be a different show.
Yeah,
I love the aesthetic
Yeah, it looks pretty.
personally, and Wit Studio did really well on the animation. It's kind of like their break from Attack on Titan, even though it does kind of still have that same feel.
I think that was
that's
everything.
It was
Small?
basically the same story.
I know,
In a train. On a train.
with zombies.
With zombies.
Yeah,
Yeah, I was very excited. I'm like, ooh, zombie anime? Ooh.
Okay.
And fucking shitty.
yeah.
Well, I think we talked about everything that we've seen via the anime side.
You know the one I was disappointed about?
What?
So they remade Saint Seiya or whatever on Netflix.
Oh yeah.
And it was fucking like CG. And it was awful. I watched the first episode because I thought like, oh, maybe they just rebooted
Yeah.
the story.
Oh, we can talk
And it
about
was
that.
fucking... I could not watch that.
Okay, so there is some movies that we can talk about really quick. A Whisk Her Away.
I Whisker Away.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Top tier movie.
We just watched
Top
it
tier.
today. It
10,
is
10
fucking
out of 10.
wholesome
tier.
as shit. Nino Cooney was a movie.
It made me cry
Haven't seen
twice.
it. Oh, dude. What, The Whisker Away?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got teary-eyed in some parts. I'm like,
I was like, yeah, there's parts where I was like hiding my like, I'm
Yeah.
crying, guys. So we'll go Nino Cooney, None of Sea Dragon Quest. I have doubts. Oh, Flavors of Youth. I have seen. It is.
oh yeah, that was good.
It's a 3-part series, right?
Yeah.
Where they go through different foods. They're not like the main story,
In
Yeah.
but it's the overarching thing.
in Korea or China, because it's not Japan.
I don't remember. Where
It's not Japan. I think it's like China.
Probably, but you see
Is it in
whole
Chinese?
No,
No,
it's in Japanese.
You see a lot of wholesome like stories of like shit goes down and they're sad, but the overarching thing that helps them through is normally like a food vendor, the food, but the animation like for the food.
It looks really good.
It's so pretty.
Like even character it's very Makoto Shinkai.
Yeah.
Very.
So if you like your name, watch it.
yeah, because I think here they do like the.
I think he actually did
ramen
some
or
of this.
something.
You think so? Like he produced it or something?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's very much in his vein. His
It has all
style.
like the close-up shots and looking at the food.
Yeah.
Like, it's just clean. It's a lot of background and a lot of detail that doesn't
Oh, I just remembered other
fully need
stuff.
to be in. Well, it's a
Godzilla movies?
I forgot about
I
those.
forgot about the Godzilla.
I forgot
movies.
about those.
They're grade A
Garbage.
I was so excited.
I was okay. So
I remember I was so hyped for so long.
you were because I remember.
He hyped it up for me and we were fucking
He did. He
bitches.
hyped it up, but I knew it was gonna be garbage because to me, I love Godzilla, but I think it's more of a nostalgia thing. I think Godzilla, all in all, is probably a garbage.
I don't know, man.
Because the story's just a big fucking creature that causes
Fights other creatures.
Yeah, it's just dumb. But
great.
I remember Godzilla 1, I was like, this is not great, but I
It was
can deal with
decent.
it.
It was decent.
2, I was like, this is bad. Like, this is bad. 3, I'm like, throw the shit in the fucking garbage and then take the garbage out.
That's where I stopped.
then
I
burn
was
it.
the second one. I'm like, ooh, they
No,
were
they're
right.
also
This
straight
is
garbage.
fucking
Because we saw
garbage.
3, and my rules I have to finish. Like, if it's a movie like
yeah,
that,
yeah.
it's like, it's just 2 hours. I can kill myself after.
This goes on the back end of horrible things written by Jen Urobuchi, but whatever.
Was it actually him or was it people that took his
Was he
name?
I don't know.
Inspired.
I don't know because I remember when I first originally heard like the whole series was coming.
Yeah.
His name was attached as writing,
Huh.
Because I know he.
but like I said,
there's
he's
another
he-
name
oh,
attached to a different anime that was
Oh.
complete shit. I'm like,
It could be
there's
like-
no
there's a
way.
few. No, well, it depends. He's very hit and miss because like I can believe it because
Yeah.
Aldnoah Zero is not great.
That show was fucking garbage.
What's the other one? Like something of the Verdant Planet or whatever the fuck that one is.
Fuck that
See,
show.
that one's also by him. That's not technically. If we were gonna go by what's good, I can really only think of 2 shows of his that are really good.
Madoka?
It's Madoka and Fate Zero.
Oh,
Wow.
I thought Psychopath? Was he written by him?
Oh, maybe.
I don't know. I don't know writers. That's like,
Something like that.
He's one of the
Yeah,
only
I
ones
don't
I
know.
actually because they call him the Euro Butcher
Yeah.
because he's famous for writing like
Like
Fuck
like
up.
Game of Thrones.
yeah.
anyway, Blame. Have you seen it?
I watched it.
You watched it? Did you watch it?
It looked CG, so
It is.
I
CG.
did it.
It's
I like the manga.
So I remember.
I have the first 2 volumes.
the manga's beautiful.
Yeah.
I remember. This was a long time ago. I was loaned out to someone, and I was working by myself. So I was working up high, and I put it on a light, and I'm watching. I'm like, this is fucking garbage. It's like an hour or 2. It's like really short comparatively.
Yeah.
And nothing happens. I mean, it's like you're just like, what did I watch?
That's 'cause nothing
What
happens.
happened?
Nothing happens in the manga. It's just pretty.
Oh,
Mewtwo Strikes Back. Ooh.
well, we did watch.
We watched
this.
it.
I don't know if you.
I didn't watch it.
No, but we watched it.
because I think we were bored and we wanted to put something on the background when
My
we did something.
god.
It's okay. It's a retelling. It's of the
it's
story.
CG.
Yeah, it's the first Pokemon
It's
movie in
CG.
CG.
I'm good.
Yeah. There's certain parts that are animated better, but
There's that Godzilla movie.
Pokemon. I think that's all via the movies. That's originals at least.
Oh, the originals, yeah, because they have the other ones up above.
There's tons
that-
of movies in here. Fireworks, Corner of the World, but I wouldn't want to even.
Fireworks are so disappointing.
I don't even want to talk about them. So we'll go through normal stuff.
disappointing.
I don't know about you guys, but I have been hitting a documentary thing for the past 3 years. I have watched every fucking murder documentary there can be. I would say
I've only watched a few.
I'll
only
name a
watched a
few of
few.
them. I won't go through too much of them. The Devil Next Door, really good. It's about a Nazi who moved to the U.S. They thought he was the really bad guy, like a really bad person that threw people into the execution chambers.
Yeah.
But they found out, or it's really hard to tell because it's all like it's really fucked up, and he comes out free because they find out that he's not. I don't think he is, so they bring him back to the U.S. And then he's like 91, like the second time they tried him, but they brought him to Germany to try him when he was 91 for being just a Nazi.
Ooh.
Because he was a Nazi, but there was some pretty crazy shit.
The only ones I've watched, I think recently was
I saw. Recently, I don't know.
the Colorado man that killed his family. Saw that one,
Okay.
and then I saw, the Cecil Hotel one.
the
Saw that
Cecil
one.
Hotel is a great
Yeah,
documentary.
it's pretty spicy. I like
I
that
haven't
one.
seen that one.
It's about a girl who goes missing in the Cecil Hotel. It's L.A. actually,
Oh.
and
They find her body in a tank of water.
yeah, and there's no cameras, and the place is a hotel.
But there's
slash,
alter footage.
yeah, well, kinda. It's
Kinda.
very weird,
Yeah.
but it's a hotel that is also low income housing for homeless. It's on Skid Row.
Oh, okay.
Or right next to Skid
Yeah.
Row. So there's a lot of shit that goes fucked up through it, and it's really hard to see like what the issue is.
I remember Wild Wild Country.
Oh, Wild Wild Country is a
That
god
was
tier
so good.
because it's that cult
So
one
good.
The
with
what?
the cult one with the people in Colorado.
Oh.
I don't remember if it was Colorado.
It was one of the western states.
Yeah.
So I don't
It was
remember.
here close by.
But they thought
With
it was
the
like
shogi.
another like retelling of fucking Jesus or whatever he is.
Oh, did you watch Evil Genius?
Evil Genius? I watched. I don't fully remember.
Have you? No. Thinking about because Evil Genius is the one I think it is, right?
Which one are you thinking of?
Is that the one with the? Oh no, that is.
No, Evil Genius.
Is that the one with the collar? That guy?
Yes. Yes, I think it's that one.
Have you ever watched 30 Minutes or Less?
It's that thing. It's fucking brutal.
Have you ever watched 30 Minutes or Less? It's a movie with Jesse Eisenberg and Aziz Ansari,
The fuck?
but is based on that.
Oh.
Because Jesse Eisenberg plays like the pizza guy or whatever is that they strap the bomb to
Oh my god.
to go rob the bank.
Oh wait, that's on Netflix. It is now.
Uh-huh.
I haven't even watched that.
Uh-huh.
Oh shit.
But it's based on that. That real life thing that happened. That was a good documentary series too.
You know what's a good show on Netflix?
What's that?
Kingdom.
Oh,
Oh,
Kingdom.
Kingdom.
Oh,
It was really fucking good.
I could do a whole episode
Kingdom
on
is so
Well,
good.
But it's really good.
But Kingdom is... I've seen it 3 times.
Damn.
I've seen it by myself
Uh-huh.
when I was just like watching it. I saw it with Eric and Cameron. And then...
The whole thing?
No, I didn't see season 2 with them.
Oh.
And then season 3... Or then the third
I
time
just
with
wanna-
all 3 of us
Uh-huh.
when Eric came back. And we
Is-
saw it for the 3rd time.
Is Kingdom a manga?
I have
It's a
no clue.
manhwa.
Oh, is it?
I think so, yeah.
Don't read it.
Don't read it.
Well,
I know it's hard for you.
no, that's fine. I mean,
But I just don't know if it came after the show or before.
Probably before.
I say before because this is me based on what I've me reading.
Yeah.
Like I'll read stuff, especially if, like the non isekai, like anything that takes place in slice of life stuff, right?
Yeah.
They'll reference it.
Oh, really?
They'll be like, "Oh yeah, I'm reading Kingdom or whatever the fuck," and I'm just like, "Huh."
We should do an episode on Kingdom.
I think so.
But yeah, it's really
Yeah.
Oh, we
fucking
can do
good.
Kingdom and we can do
Alice in Borderland?
Alice in
I
Borderland.
loved Alice in Borderland.
That's another real good show. I think we should do a devotion episode of those two because there's a lot of stuff we can talk about that goes into different areas of the show.
Yeah.
And like what could have changed if
Yeah.
if we had the knowledge.
Yeah.
Because even if we were in that position, I don't think we would have had the knowledge that we do after
Yeah.
that all happened. Stranger Things. I know you two have seen it.
Yep.
Okay, cool, good talk.
I mean, Stranger Things is just good, right? I mean, it's that 80s nostalgia, just
But
freaking
I think the show is like
pumped.
first
through you.
season and then like a little bit.
So
Yeah, I do feel that.
another thing I watched was called Confession Killer. It's about a killer who he confessed to like 400 murder cases.
Oh shit.
But he only kept saying it because they were like not pressuring him, but he was just like kind of doing it because that he wanted to relieve the people that like their people got murdered.
Yeah.
That they wanted closure.
Oh, gotcha.
So he's basically pushing through closure. But the real fucked up thing about it is after he basically came out and he's only killed like 2 people. And after he came out and said that, a lot of those cases were never reopened.
Ooh.
So there's a lot of killers out there that were still, I think like 10% were reopened and solved. Everything else has been like, no. He said he was the killer. He was the killer.
Oof.
And it's pretty fucked up.
That's fucked up.
What else is on here? Probably not new this week. Oh, Age of Samurai is pretty good. It's going through the main samurai period just before it, where they all unite.
I saw 15 minutes of it because you were watching it when I came down.
Yeah.
It was like Oda about like Oda Nobunaga.
Yeah,
Right?
and it goes to him, and then he dies off, and then it finishes off with the, I forgot their names because me and
Sweet Home is pretty good.
Oh, did you watch it?
I started it.
Oh,
But so far it's pretty good.
okay.
Oh, what was the
Arrested Development.
Arrested Development is god tier.
I
I will
love
argue
Arrested
that anyone that says
Development.
it's bad,
Fuck the last 2 seasons, but other than that,
which is part of Netflix. Queen's
Yeah.
Gambit, I heard it's great. Haven't seen
Gambit's
it.
really
Yep,
good.
I've been meaning to watch that.
Our Planet's actually pretty interesting. But
I
it's just,
really liked. What's it called in English?
Peaky Blinders is great.
Peaky Blinders is really good.
I haven't seen
Peaky
it.
Blinders is really good.
It's really hard to understand, so I need subtitles.
Yeah, because they got hardcore accents,
Yeah.
Oh,
like hardcore like English accents.
Tiger King.
Fucking Tiger.
Never watched
I
it.
watched the first episode because
Never-
Annette and Mark watched it.
Never watched
and
it.
I sat there with it. I'm just like, I understand why people like this.
White people like this?
No, well, no,
I'll cut that later.
because I mean, it's like the same. What's it called? It's like it's the same people that like TLC shows,
Yeah.
like
TLC
90.
shows.
Oh,
So you would like fucking Tiger King.
fuck.
But I refuse to watch it, but yes.
you see, you are prime audience.
Dude, I'm on 5th season of 90 Day Fiancé.
Yep. That's what I said. You are prime audience.
I'm gonna go back real quick. Oh, wait, you got something good?
I was gonna say House of Cards. No,
Wow,
no House of Cards. No House of Cards.
Black Mirror.
No,
Black Mirror is also really good in its time.
House of Paper. I'll look it up.
Okay, I'll go through a few of mine. Back to anime, which I don't know these were
Scissor
anime.
Seven!
Scissor Seven.
That's right.
Is a god tier show. Do not watch it in English. This is the worst English dub I've ever listened to. I've listened to it's in Korean
It's in Korean? I thought it was in Chinese.
or Chinese. That's what it was. I can't remember.
It's in,
But it's one of those shows where it's got that derpy animation like Adult Swim. But when it comes to the fight scenes, they go
They
up to
pull-
like projected like IG fucking areas.
pull out all the
They're
stops.
like, here's your money.
Yeah.
It's like, and you're like, god tier.
Yep.
Love
The
Death
Sakuga, dude.
Love Death and
Oh,
Robots
that was so good.
is another
it's
really
so
good animation thing. All the things are on there are real good, but there's 2 main ones. The one where the time loops
Oh,
is
that
one of my
one's really good.
favorites.
That one's also
and the
really good.
one where she controls the monster.
For what show?
That one's also really
Love
good.
Death and
I also
Robots.
I like the Fox one a lot as well.
Oh, the Fox one's pretty good, yeah.
That's another one.
This one, Love Death and
I
Robots.
only saw that one. The one with the
I
time
showed
loops.
you.
Yeah,
I showed
Yeah.
you that
that was
one.
really interesting.
Yeah, but they're all
There's so
like,
many that
different.
are really good. Oh, the Hicks and the Mechs. That's
Oh,
one that
yeah,
I like
that's
a
a
lot.
decent
Fighting
one.
the bugs.
We've all seen
Oh.
hashtag Alive.
Man, it was pretty shitty.
I thought it was okay.
It's okay.
It was okay.
Uh,
Oh, hey, the Old Guard.
Old Guard, I thought was good.
It was a good movie.
Money
it was pretty-
Heist.
Money Heist.
I love that show.
I haven't seen it.
It's really good.
Is it good?
Yeah,
It's Spanish, isn't it?
in Spanish. Yeah,
The Platform. Have you guys seen that?
I have seen that.
It's fucking weird, and I don't think it's good or great, but it's like that. Like
It's like
eh.
yeah. I put it next to the Cube.
Oh my gosh.
The
fucking cube.
The Witcher, god tier show.
Obviously. I mean, The Witcher was so good.
Obviously.
Remember Taco Chronicles?
Taco Chronicles.
We sat through Taco Chronicles.
We used to watch.
I
that
do.
during
I do
lunch.
like that.
It made me so hungry.
I played it every time I work. I'm like, ooh, Taco Chronicles. Ooh, second season showed up. Okay.
Yeah.
Pirate Kingdom, I liked. It's about the pirate era. It's just another
Somalian pirates.
Yeah,
No.
Somalians with swords and cannons. It's crazy. No, you get through a Blackbeard time period. The Outsider. I don't remember The Outsider.
That's the one with Jared Leto.
Oh, it was okay. I'm not gonna.
Where he like joins the Yakuza.
Yeah.
Oh.
And there was that whole big thing because it was a white dude joining the Yakuza.
Love Ju-on. Ju-on Originals.
Ass.
His house. Comedy special. I'm gonna skip that.
Struggle.
More murder stuff than Alien World.
The
Oh,
swear word.
words. Nicolas Cage.
We
Oh
bring
my
it back
God.
to Nicolas Cage.
Swear words. I loved it. It is so stupid. Just hearing him curse in the dumbest ways like possible.
Dude.
Though I do have one complaint about the show.
What?
I don't think they went enough into the history.
Yeah.
of
Ah,
the
yeah,
swear
yeah.
words.
Yeah.
It was more like, here's a quick history, and here's some comedians talking about
Yeah.
why they like to use the swear word.
Fuck
I'm like,
those
I don't fucking
comedians.
care about
Yeah.
you comedians. I want to know why, this
I
way.
want to get educated. I don't
Yeah.
give a shit about your shitty jokes.
Yep.
Oh, another show with those comedian type people was the last Blockbuster I watched recently. It talks about why Blockbuster went bankrupt, basically. It's pretty interesting. But it had, like, comedians, like famous comedians talk about it.
I hate those shows.
Cargo was okay. Making a Murder...
Ooh.
Oh, sorry. Making a Murdery is fucking tilting.
Yeah, it is.
It's about... Have you seen it?
I don't think so.
It's about the one where a guy goes to jail for, like, 10 years.
Uh-huh.
They find out he's not a killer.
Uh-huh.
Then they pull him out of jail. A person goes missing on his property. They find her bones in his, like, incinerator.
Yeah.
Like, only pieces of them. And it's in a spot anyone can get to. They say that he did it, and they bring in his nephew, and his nephew's special. Like, he's not
Yep.
very smart.
Oh.
And when they bring him to
They kind of force him to confess.
the police station, they're like, "Oh, were you there? Do you know this?" And he's like, at first he's like, "No, I don't know what you're talking about." But they kind of keep pressuring it, not like telling him what to say,
Or
but
like-
they keep like
Yeah.
repeating
Or
the
like,
same
oh, you were
thing.
there, right? Right?
Yeah,
Right?
Yeah, basically like that, and they're kind of pressuring
Yeah.
you. And he's like, "Oh yeah, I guess I was there. I did this." After hearing constantly about it, you just kind of put it in your mind.
Yeah.
And he goes to jail. And season 2 is about what they're doing now. Like they're both
Yeah,
still
they're
in
still
jail.
They're still in jail?
They're trying to fight
They're
it.
trying to fight it, and spoiler, they're still in jail.
Yeah.
Oof.
They try to appeal to the Supreme Court, and they don't give a shit.
Murder Amongst the Mormons. It's about a bombing, about selling fake documents to the Mormons.
Oh.
It's pretty funny. It's not great. Street Food was interesting.
Extraction's really good.
Extraction's great.
Oh. But that's
that's,
different.
uh,
That's Six Underground.
Six Underground's also really good.
That one's okay for me.
I like
think-
It was
I like
enjoyed
the
it.
beginning.
Yeah.
The
I like
beginning
the
was like,
beginning.
whoa, and then
Oh.
by the end, I'm like, eh.
Go back to Extraction. Great fight or action scene.
Action
Oh,
scenes,
yeah.
oh yeah, they were really good.
Like the dedication to these scenes.
Dude, you know
is
what?
So
you
good.
know what tilted me in 10 minutes?
What?
The if anything happened, I love you.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I was gonna say
Yep.
something. For 10 minutes, if you want to cry in 10 minutes, you'll cry in 2.
Yeah.
I remember sitting there like, why are we watching this?
Because I saw
Oh,
it on
this-
there, and it was 10
this-
minutes.
This hurts me.
I'm like, why is this tilting? Wait, this
Oh.
is kind of wholesome. Oh wait.
The Liberator, I don't remember much about, but The Haunting,
Bly
Oh,
Manor.
Bly
Oh.
Manor,
Fuck that show.
the first season
A Haunting a Hill House.
of Haunting Hill House
It's really good.
So good.
It's really good.
It's probably one of my favorite, like, it's not fully horror, I'd argue, but it has
It
that.
It was pretty spooky the first like 3 or 4 episodes.
Yeah, but there's a lot more. Well, I guess it is all horror, but it has that mental horror.
Yeah.
Throughout the whole thing.
psychological horror, yeah.
But
Loved it.
where it has like the physical, like ghosts, and you can see horror. It's not full
Yeah.
through the whole thing.
Yeah, like once they explained why it happened, I'm like, oh, it's not as scary anymore, but it was still pretty good. Hunting a Bly Manor, complete ass.
Yeah. I'm not gonna go through all this shit.
Yeah, I
I'm
know.
just gonna kinda
We've
skim
seen
through.
so much shit
There's so much
on
shit.
I think
Netflix.
that was only TV probably. So I'm gonna hit movies real quick, and we'll just scan through that. And
There's a lot of K dramas that are really good.
originals.
There's a couple that I want to watch, but they're like almost 3 hours long, and I'm like,
I guess it just kind of reset it. Oh.
I don't know if I have the time.
TV, Asian. Oh.
I kind of want to watch Vincenzo.
Which one?
It's like Korean.
Oh,
It's like
like
Korean
something
Italian in the mafia or something like that.
Okay.
For you, Invader Zim, the movie.
Well, the
That
movie
was
was really good.
fucking great.
It's really good.
I forgot that was
I
on
was
here.
so happy. That was so good.
I think it was great, but it's still, I don't think it's as good as the original show was.
Yeah.
Because I could see where they were going, but I was like, eh.
Okja is really good.
Okja.
Well, Ridiculous 6 is really good.
Is that the one made by what's his face?
Yes.
Tarantino?
No. That's,
Oh, no,
that's
no.
Hateful Eight.
No,
Hateful Eight.
Hateful Eight.
No.
That's what I was thinking.
No,
No,
Ridiculous
Ridiculous 6
Six
was
Adam
the...
Sandler.
No. The fuck. What is it called? The guy who does Family Guy.
No. Seth MacFarlane?
Yeah, Seth
It
MacFarlane.
might
He did
be.
that
Oh no,
movie?
that's 100 Times to Die in the West.
Oh, that is
yeah,
it.
yeah, that is
Now,
it.
this one also is like, it's short stories that are just jam-packed in the West. It's all comedy. Well, it's comedy and dark as fuck in certain parts.
No,
Is it Adam Sandler in that one?
That's Buster Scruggs.
I thought that was this one.
No, it's that
No,
one.
that's this one.
Yeah.
That's the one with Adam Sandler.
Yeah. That's just like the funny one. Because it has that dude from Twilight.
Am I thinking of Buster Scruggs?
Yeah,
I thought it was this one.
you're thinking of Buster Scruggs.
Oh, I was thinking Buster
That's
Scruggs.
the
Never mind.
Coen Brothers movie.
Yeah, that one's great.
Yeah.
I love that movie.
You're thinking of Buster, which is I think was also a Netflix original.
Yeah,
wasn't
that's
it?
why I don't see it on
Yeah.
there, but I know that's why I wanted to
It was
talk
Buster
about
Scruggs.
it. I knew I saw it on here.
The Ballad of Buster Scruggs, I think is what it was
Yeah.
called.
Yeah, it's the one with Adam Sandler and Rob Schneider.
Yeah, never mind.
And Terry Crews.
Chef's Table, if anyone's seen that.
I love that show. I only like the first season.
Okay.
Everything after that is meh.
That's probably about it. There's probably tons of shit we're not talking about, but let's see. Netflix is putting out like one new thing a week.
Oh, there's so much stuff.
Like, remember that Chinese space show that we thought was ass, but made so much money in China? Like Moving Planet
Oh, the
or
one with the
whatever.
planet? Yeah.
I think that was
yeah.
technically Netflix original. The Umbrella Academy.
I never started it.
I never did.
I really like the comic.
The comic's great.
The comic's wonderful.
Of course,
I
you
do
read
have a
it.
friend who.
Huh?
Of course, you read it.
Of course I did. I read it forever ago.
Who's it by, Eddie?
It's by Gerard Way, the lead singer
Who's
of
that?
the lead singer of My Chemical Romance,
Yep.
I do like that cooking show with John Favreau.
the chef show.
Yeah. Don't think there's anything else in here.
But yeah, there's so much shit.
There's too much shit.
Oh, remember we watched Ilong, whatever the one was. The Ilong the Wolf Brigade,
Ilong the Wolf, yeah.
the Korean version of Jinro.
That's basically Jinro. It's really good.
Have you ever seen Jinro?
No.
It's pretty fucked
It's
up.
it's an old anime
Yeah.
from like the 90s.
Fuck.
They
I don't
wear
think
like
so.
these like suits. It's a really good. It's super good, but Ilong is just the Korean live action version of it.
I saw The Ripper.
So it's
about-
a really good movie. Ted
Yeah.
Bundy tapes.
Oh, I'm probably just.
But yeah, man. I mean, like I said, there's so much stuff that comes up on
Right?
Netflix.
Right?
That didn't happen.
Right, guys?
Bright didn't happen.
Fuck that show.
No, Bright was like my favorite show. Oh,
Fate?
Dark Crystal. Dark Crystal was, I heard.
Oh, I've been meaning to watch Lock and Key.
Oh, what was that one scary one that you guys made me watch, or that you guys watched while I fucking went to go get alcohol because you guys suck?
Oh, The Ritual.
The Ritual, yeah. The ending's really good.
Is that with the deer people?
Yeah.
With the Norse god
Yeah,
or
yeah,
whatever
yeah.
it is, yeah.
Yeah.
I still want to watch it, but I'm like, I saw the ending. I don't know if I want to watch it.
Just watch someone else talk about it.
I have been
don't
meaning to
give a
watch
shit.
Lock and Key though when we pass.
Narcos is really good.
Narcos is
I
really
heard
good.
it's really good.
The Punish. I mean, the freaking the Marvel Netflix shows were great in their time. But,
The Punisher, yeah.
and Daredevil.
Daredevil, yeah.
And we don't talk about the other ones.
No, the other ones didn't happen.
One of the ones.
Although
of the ones.
although season 1 of Jessica Jones is not too bad. But then again, that's
Who's
'cause-
Jessica Jones?
That's just because David Tennant makes the show.
That's bias.
Be so
True.
good.
Okay, so,
Tell me one more show he's been in that's good.
Doctor Who.
Who?
he's the doctor.
Bullshit.
Doctor Who.
Yeah, let's see if I got anything weird to talk about.
The
Oh.
one. Was it a comedian or a politician that made fun of this like fat chick in Japan?
Oh, we can talk.
And he got fucking
He
canceled.
got fucking destroyed.
yeah.
Yeah, that was so stupid.
Who was he?
He was a politician for the Olympics, and he said that.
Olympic.
Wait, what was that? Was that the
Olympic.
guy that said that women should just be seen and not
that's
heard?
a different guy.
No,
Oh, it's a different guy.
Yeah.
Okay, it's another guy.
what?
Yeah, that's a different guy. Yeah, but
Spicy.
she's a heavier set model,
Yeah.
and he's like, oh, we should dress her up as a pig, for Olympic, and you're like, You're like, dude, you didn't think you're gonna get canceled like instantly for saying something so stupid?
Who cancels him? America or Japan?
Probably the world. Let's see what I got. Oh, so my lovely news section.
Ooh.
So this is the thing.
What do we call this news section?
The lovely news section.
Lovely news section.
So you know how when you're depressed because something sad happened in your life, maybe like your favorite idol retired, right?
You get the day off.
You get the day off. So Japanese
With the
companies offers paid leave to employees grieving over their favorite idols retiring. So
Japan.
So what do you think about this as being a fucking thing?
Dude, even if I wasn't I'd like, who's gonna tell me I'm not a fan? I'm like, yeah, I'm a fan. Fuck it, I'll take the day off.
It's like every time someone like retires or dies, you're like, oh, I love that character.
One.
See if I can find the.
I did see another one where the boss saw a lot of people taking a Friday off to play Monster Hunter.
Oh yes, I saw that.
And
one
then he's
too.
like, okay, fuck it, everyone gets Friday
they took
off.
the whole Friday off.
That guy's a bro.
That guy is a bro.
That guy's
So
a
I guess
bro.
it's-
But that's because Monster Hunter is so fucking big in Japan.
Yeah.
Good lord.
Sumari added a clause to their company policy of taking times off. So if your idol is holding a concert, live event, or may take the day off or leave early as long as it is arranged a week beforehand. Only in
That's
case
so
of
good.
guerrilla event or unannounced events are allowed to leave work early on a day. So like if they just come out of nowhere, you can take early leave. You may take a full paid leave for the up to 10 days if your favorite idol graduates. So I'm guessing that so that means like they become more popular, like take the stage up. You can take 3 days if it's your second favorite idol, or otherwise an idol who is not necessary to your number one. So you can take 3 days off for this.
Damn.
You may take paid leave up to 10 days if your favorite idol gets married.
Yeah.
And depending on the amount of mental damage, it is possible to negotiate for extra days.
Yup.
My God,
These are
dude.
in the
Japan,
clause.
dude.
The company itself specializes in copyright and coordination events for
Ooh.
industry.
Oh.
So
So they're in the
Kind of
industry.
Yeah, so they're
Yeah.
often for idols, mangakas,
Yeah.
and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So if you're dealing with stuff like that, it is funny as shit that you can have your paid time off.
And not here, though. You're depressed. You experience anxiety. You have to work.
That's not real. What
That's
are you
not
talking
real.
about?
Real.
And then I think the last one, Australian government officials, anime figures,
Joker statue.
Joker statue declared as a physical hazard.
Psychological.
Or psychological hazard.
like the Persona 5 Joker or like
I don't know.
Batman Joker.
So Australian government officials display of pop culture, comics, and anime figures in their office has been declared a psychological hazard, according to the statement of some government agency. So basically saying, so you know how we're in the younger generation, and back then I guess you'd put like your favorite, like a picture of your family or something.
Yeah.
And we put the picture of our family, like our anime waifu on our desk.
Yeah.
We can't do that anymore because it's
In Australia.
In Australia, because it hurts the work environment.
Wow.
Didn't they also do some other weird shit? Like Australia, like a while ago.
I wouldn't be
Like certain shows and stuff like that can't be aired because
The fuck?
anime has issues with
lollies?
Yeah,
minors and
probably.
stuff.
Probably.
There's probably tons of shit like that.
Yeah.
But that's my news segment. I thought it was funny that figures hurt your life, and if you're hurting your life too much, you can take your time off if your favorite idol retires.
I
You
love
think I
that.
can talk to our boss and be like, my favorite retired, they're retired. How many days off can I get if they die?
Oh shit.
A whole 2 weeks.
can I get the year off, guys? Like, my favorite girl died. I feel bad, but
What if 2 of them died the same year?
but the question is it like your first and second? So like if your first one dies, that bumps up to your first and they die again.
Yeah.
So you lose 2 first ones.
The 2 first ones the same
What
year.
are you just chasing the like?
You just upgrade,
My
number
favorite
one
idol.
spot.
My favorite idol is 91 years old. Come on.
They live to 120.
Like damn it. But,
We need a jingle for the news segment.
We need a jingle for the opening. And then
Yeah, Eddie.
we have an animation.
We do. I just have to turn it black.
Hurry. Then I can shoot myself later on. But I think that's all we got to say today.
Yeah, exactly.
Unless you guys got any random quips about jumping out of an airplane or
No, I
The
think we're
only
good.
news I had was the Monster Hunter one that I saw
okay.
earlier this week.
Yeah, that's all I got. So
Yeah.
Sweet.
I love my stupid articles.
They're great. They're great. They're wonderful.
I still want that $27,000 Evangelion statue.
I'll
Yeah.
help you chip in, man. We both can buy it.
You
I can
want
get
the
like
Ray?
the head one day. You get the legs.
So one day we'll get 27,000 people watching this video. Like, hey, $1.
$1 each.
It's $1.
If everyone buys like with 100 views, if everyone buys like 100 stickers, we might be able to afford it.
That's only $400.
No, damn. No, that's $4,000. Anyway.
Oh, thank you, everybody, for joining us on this podcast. I mean, don't forget to like and subscribe and all that other fun jazz.
Check out our Etsy page,
Yep.
Instagram, personal, and the podcast. Eventually we'll post anything.
Someday.
Someday.
Probably won't. Once we get, I think if we get 1,000 subscribers, that's big enough to do the own page and post a lot of shit on there.
Oh yeah, you can just do the swipe up.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be amazing.
But for now, definitely tell a friend, I think, is more the important thing.
Tell a friend.
Subscribe and tell a friend. I don't give a shit about the rest for now until I hit 1,000 subscribers.
Yep.
Play in the background. Mute it if you want to.
Runtime's really important.
Yeah.
So, mute. That's how I watch all the upcoming YouTubers on mute.
Doing my part. I'm doing my part.
We'll do an ASMR video probably at some point so you can go sleep to it.
It'll
be 5 hours.
we do a stream of us falling asleep.
Sure.
I mean,
back
if you
there,
want,
so-
I could just like mess with the mixer and start going left and right and just be
Yeah.
like, "Can you hear me on this here? What about on this one?"
You just had a brilliant idea. Since we have this 3-person setup, we get the one where it has the ears. So I talk in the one ear, you talk in the other, and who's ever in the front gets like the both ears surrounding. So we're like whisper into the ears while he talks as loud as he can. They'll love it.
Oh yeah.
Well, we'll see you guys next
Thank
time.
you, everybody. See you next time. Until then,
Peace.
peace.